third year in his offense. Outside of the kind of spread systems that don't run a lot of plays, offenses take a while to get used to. And, all the formations that we use, the personnel groupings that we use, shifts, motions, it's complex, and it can be overwhelming for a young player. But being that this is the third year for a lot of the wide receivers, a lot of the running backs, it's helped a lot in camp. You see a lot less mental errors, and it helps you play faster.
Is that what has held it back, maybe? Just because?
Yeah, I mean, that absolutely plays a role in it. You have a freshman and you have this big playbook that you want to execute. It doesn't matter how athletic they are if they don't know what to do. And I can only tell them so much in between plays because there's a play clock. I can't tell them to stem, get to 8 yards, flash your hands, then move across. There's too many nuances. So then paying attention to detail and being accountable is the biggest difference.
Do you think it's a case of maybe the ignorance of fans or people, us, we're watching, we don't really know all of the inner workings, and that maybe he's kind of, not getting his due for his offensive acumen?
Especially with fans and media, for instance, they'll watch a play and they'll see a guy that's wide open, and he's not even in our read. So just because they busted at coverage doesn't mean that the play was a failure. It's like a backside go, and the safety doesn't help over the top. We can't help that. So, we love our fans. We like you guys most of the time. But we're not really worried about what they say about play-to-play execution.
Well, I just mean McElwain's offense. Do you think that it's going to eventually evolve into where people are going to say, hey, this guy really is an offensive guy?
Yeah, absolutely. Mac is an offensive guy. He's very smart in how he coaches, how he calls plays, and nice. So we have the utmost confidence in him and his offense.
Sorry if you've answered this already, but this time last year, it was right around when you were named the starter. Do you sense that kind of decision is coming soon, or how is this different, not having maybe that?
Well, we play in 2 weeks, so hopefully, comes before then, but it's up to them. I don't really have any say in when they name a starter. I think I've had a good camp, but I respect the decision. With what they make, whenever they name a starter and whoever is a starter.
What are the differences when you got three guys kind of rolling through all different teams?
Yeah, no, it's different. I've never been in a three-man race for one spot. I've battled for a backup spot, I've battled for a starting spot, but it's always been with one other guy. But and I didn't think it was possible to balance the reps, just because it's hard enough with two people.
How have they been able to do that?
I don't know. We have 3 teams that go, the 1s, 2s, and 3s, and we just kind of rotate. One day I'll get the ones with team run, the next day I'll get the ones with Skelly, the next day I'll get the ones with team. So they've just kind of been rotating us through, and it's been pretty successful so far.
So you guys aren't really taking time off, really? Regardless.
No,
you may not be with the ones, but you guys are
always
working.
You're always getting reps. You're always working. So we have very fast-paced practices.
Sure.
You get more reps that way, you learn more that way, and you have to take more out of the meetings because they're not going to correct as much on the field because they have to go to the next play.
Sorry if this is a tough question, but you mentioned the noodle arm thing. Do you think the criticisms about you are unfairly based off the 6 games, which 3 you were hurt for, rather than the 3 games that you were healthy for? And if so, is that frustrating?
Yeah, it's frustrating when you're completely healthy for 2 games, and but I get it. They saw underthrown deep balls, and I didn't play well the last couple games, but I also overthrew deep routes in the first 2 games. So I understand fans kind of remember the last thing that they saw, and that's kind of what sticks. So I don't blame them. It's frustrating, but I don't blame them.
McElwain's talked about making camp uncomfortable for you guys throughout this last month. In what ways is he doing that, and how do you feel you guys responded?
Well, the heat hasn't helped, but yesterday was the first non-scorcher of a practice that we had. One day we went in the indoor and we were like, yes, it's going to be cold, and lifted the garage doors and cut off the AC, and it was not cold at all. It's like a sauna. But yeah, it has been uncomfortable for sure, but that only helps you. Games are not comfortable. They have scholarship players too, they have 5 stars too, and we have to execute despite of that.
Thanks,
Is there maybe an advantage to not naming a guy publicly? I mean, I'm sure behind closed doors, you guys probably will know who it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe a little bit. Everybody tries to do that. They kind of try to, unless it's just so obvious, that's like, okay, we know who the starter's going to be. Especially with a three-man race, it's kind of like everybody's kind of waiting, okay, if it's this guy, they're going to do this. We're going to run our offense. Every guy's a different skill set. So we're going to tailor it to whoever that is. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, we're going to do what we do.
What feedback do you all get? Do you get stuff that you can interpret and go, okay, maybe this kind of means maybe I'm here or that?
Yeah, that when I was younger, when I was a freshman, sophomore, I would think like that, and it's kind of a negative mindset because you get so caught up in, okay, I got 6 reps with the ones, he got 5, so does that mean I'm a little bit ahead? Like, it's just incidental. They really take the reps from all 18, 19 practices, and whoever's the best, most consistent, performed, made the offense like a well-oiled machine. That's who's going to start.
It's been pretty even with the reps.
Yeah, it's been very even. They've done a great job at that. I was saying earlier, it's a 3-man race, and that's really difficult to kind of even out the reps that way, but somehow they found a way.